Martial law, civilians captured, prophetic dream. Hi everyone, hope you're well. Thank you for joining me. I had a dream. I'll just get to it. First, I wanted to look at the meaning of martial law. Okay. Um, Military government involving the suspension of ordinary law. Okay. What happens if there's a martial law? When martial law is in effect, the military commander of an area or country has unlimited authority to make and enforce laws. Martial law is justified when civilian authority has ceased to function, is completely absent, or has become ineffective. Okay? Um, what is an example of martial law? When martial law is declared, civil liberties and ordinary legal procedures are often suspended or severely restricted. An example is the imposition of curfews, limiting when citizens can freely move about within the area controlled by martial law. Amen. I'll just get straight to the dream. I dreamt I was at a mall with two family members, so it was three of us. Okay, all women. So we went to the mall. It was a day just like any other day. We did our shopping. We were having a blast. It was a beautiful day and the weather was beautiful. And thereafter, as we stood there, we had a commotion. And we did not understand at first what was going on, but then we started hearing people screaming and a few gunshots. And we thought, like, what is it, a robbery or what? Like, and it was at that time that instinctively we just wanted to go out. We just looked for the way out, exit doors. And then it became it it dawned on us that the doors had been closed and there was only one door that was open, and that was where the commotion was coming from. Now we are trying to rush to the exit door and you see people coming, then we know that it's closed. It's useless. And even they are telling us it's closed because they want us to get out of the way, trying to avoid stampede. Okay, so now we are panicking and we're running, so we've got no choice but to run to where the commotion is. So as we kept on running, we were met again by a crowd of people. There was no way we were going to push through. We tried to push through, but we decided the best thing is to just run back, more like walk back, because we were all so squeezed. Let's just walk back inside the mall and then try to get out. Let's just give these people one to run in so we can get out. Okay. And then as we went in, now we were surprised. Now we saw police. Now they were dressed in all black. They had helmets that just completely closed their faces. We could not see their eyes. And they did not speak. They just used hand gestures like you over there. That's how they spoke. Well, no one was complying. So there was a lot of pushing, pushing, a lot of manhandling that was happening. It was bad. And what I did not understand is why they had to be ruthless. Like the way men were treated, so women were treated the same. And I just wanted to get out of there. Now we really tried to stay all together, all three of us, but it was hard. So we tried to push through. We tried to push through. There was three of us. And I kept looking back and I was able to see this other one. She really tried to stay close to me and I couldn't look beyond her. All I had to wish was that the third one was still behind her. Okay? And then we were able to get out as lost. Now, as we were able to now, as they were pointing the people to one side, it's like the people were put in a center. Like there was a thing, something like a stage at the center. That's a place where perhaps the mall can use to make perhaps if they want to make a runway to promote clothes. So that's what they used. That's the space that was cleared out somehow so that the people can just stay there. In fact, it wasn't cleared out as much as people were going out, so they were just really just putting them there. And then the police would just all stand around the people. And you just became, obviously, it just became obvious that once you were captured, it was just going to be hard for you to escape. okay? And they didn't look like they want to shoot the people. They'd rather kick you and be hitting you, but they didn't. It was more of warning shots. It's like they did not want to kill anybody. So now we're trying to get out of the mall. And then finally we went out. I remember just feeling the wind just hit my face, like I couldn't believe, I felt like the air had been thick in there. And after a while, I saw this other family member come in, and I'm like, where's another one? I'm like, where is she? She's like, she got left behind. I'm like, are you joking? She's the youngest now. How will we go home now? Now we have to go back now to look for her. I remember this family member looking at me like, are you serious? I'm like, we're going to be in trouble. She's the youngest. We're supposed to protect her. Now we have to go back. We went back into the mall. By the time we went in, like, no, we were not going to make it. The police were very focused on the people that were already captured. And it was weird. It was like the people, it's like they somehow knew. It's like they somehow knew who they wanted to capture. It's like they knew who they wanted. It's like they knew who they wanted. I'm so struggling with this word. I'm so struggling with this word. Help me, Lord. Because this, okay. I'm just saying, I'm just going to mention that which I feel grace to mention, okay? Okay, and I don't want to be kicked out of this platform, so I do not want my channel put down. So let's just, yeah. Okay, so now it was time, when we realized we could not save her, we decided to leave, okay? But the people who were captured, is like there was some sort of a tracker, something in them that they could track. Like it doesn't matter where they hit, they were able to capture them. There was all those people that were captured at something similar, but somehow whatever they had in them, the police was able to track, and they wanted them. They strictly wanted them. Okay, and then we were able to leave. A lot of people were captured. A lot of people were captured. I could say 60% of the people were captured. There were so many people than the police. So some people, they just had to literally leave to just escape. They just had to run. I mean, those who escaped, escaped. Okay? So it's not everybody who was tracked down that was captured. I just want to make that clear. There was just too many people than the cops. We finally made it out again the second time. And she's like, we're going home. We'll just tell them what happened. I'm like, this has never happened before. Like, imagine going home and start speaking such nonsense, you know? So we went and we're able to let them know at home. And thereafter, this was the mall. And I understand that this is a dream. This was the mall. Now this mall, now we came back the following day, and we realized that the mall was now being converted into a hospital. And it was said that we want to release your people to you, but your people are not well. And these people are not good or fit in society, so therefore we have to keep them in the hospital. And this is for their safety. And we're like, but we did not ask for help. Like, you can just give the people to us, and they refused. We came back that very same evening. But when we came back, it was different, because now there were police holding guns, guarding the place. And we're like, are you kidding me? So this was a mall, from a mall to a hospital, now from a hospital to a prison, maximum prison. Like, what's with the maximum security? Now we could not even, we knew that the chances of us now seeing our family members was beyond zero. And I remember we were just hiding. Like, for us, we were traumatized. All we could do was just to hide in the bushes, and we're like, we're not going there. We're not going there. And by this time, we had an adult with us. We had a parent with us. Okay, we all adults. We had a parent with us. We had an elder. We had an elder with us. And like, those are the people who started this whole thing. And then we had to go back. And I remember thinking, why her? Why her? Like Like how, like why her? Like why, what, like I said, it's like there was something in her that they could track down, and they wanted her, you know? So if it were possible, if we were all to escape, she would be tracked, like we would be in trouble because of her. So that kind of a thing. But what troubled me was the cruelty. I remember thinking, this is not happening. You know, end time dreams are so real. I'm like, this is not happening. This is not happening. This is not happening. It's amazing how everything happens so fast, how everything happens so suddenly. You know, I remember when the COVID thing started, when we were told that inter province travel would be cancelled. I'm thinking, but how can you just tell us so suddenly? People are trapped in other provinces. Like, how do you, like, it doesn't work? Can't they give us 3 days? Can't they just give us 3 days? That's like the maximum, because it can take like what, 5 hours to like 9 hours for some people to just travel from one province to another. Like, you don't do that. You don't do that. Like, I'm like thinking like they must be joking. They really must be joking. So when that happened, I was in shock. So I'm like, so imagine if you're separated from your children. Like, how does that work? Like, that's just a good way of separating families. And that's how it actually happened at the mall. It felt more like a planned ambush. And there was absolutely nothing we could do about it. We felt so helpless, especially seeing the guns and the bulletproof vests that they were wearing. Like, we were not a danger to them. Okay. So yeah, guys, that's the dream I wanted to share. And I do not really I do not look. I also leave the meaning of the dream to you who listen. Okay. I know someone may hear the dream and be able to interpret and be able to read more into it than I have. Okay. But if you have had a similar dream, please be free to share on the comment section. And yeah, it is what it is, guys. Thank you so much for spending time with me. God bless.